Welcoming Yao to the Hall of Fame are Dikembe Mutombo, Bill Russell, and Bill Walton. Ladies and gentlemen, Yaoming.
Wow. Now, I imagined this for a long time, but even when I'm here, finally, I still feel nervous. I can tell you this, I've been asked questions time and time again, how you feel about this tonight. I can tell you I'm nervous, especially after underwatch by three legends from NBA history. Ms. D'Oliva, Hall of Fame Executive Committee, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. When I heard that I would be the first speaker in tonight, I think maybe somebody made a mistake. Don't laugh, because I think this spot belonged to great Allen Iverson. You know why? Because I need more practice than him. First of all, I would like to thank the Hall of Fame giving me this such a great honor. Your recognition had made tonight a most memorable memory for me, although because my career ended too soon, for me, I treasure each and every moment. I'm grateful for my time on court and for your recognition tonight. I'd like to thank to my sponsors right here. Bill Russell, I remember Mr. Bill Russell, I remember you invite me to your house for the dinner in Seattle in my rookie year, and that night your advice and your voice really relaxed me down in my first year and welcomed me to this country. And for Mr. Bill Walton, you support me all the way down, and your advice and your encouragement really helped me from beginning. Well, I hate to say to the end, but in so far. And you are the first guy who called me when I woke up from my foot surgery and encouraged me and tell me to stay positive. I will always remember that. Dikembe, I put you at last because you look like the oldest in the three. We played together for 5 years, all the great memories on and off the court. And nothing can break the bond between us. Even with your elbow you give to me on the practice court. As you know, I'm from China, and my basketball journey began from there. My parents were basketball players back to 1970s. I hear so many stories about them as a player and most importantly, as a good person. I'm so fortunate can be your son. And the gift I get from you is not only the highest, but the way you taught me how to think and how to make decisions. Of course, and the soft touch I had on free throw line, that's why I have about 10,000 free throws less than Shaq O'Neal. My wife Lee is here tonight. We met when we are high school age. You know how much you mean to me. And thank you to be my life partner. Our lovely daughter, Amy, is a treasure for both of us. We all wish he could be here today, but because the first week of her school, and she has to live with the consequence when she chooses soccer over basketball. Yeah, I will walk down for. I will fix that. I will fix that. My basketball journey began on the back of a coach Yaoming as a bicycle when he gave me a ride to my very first basketball practice. I would like to congratulate to you for your very success and very long career because you're going to retire at the end of this year. Thank you for your work and your effort. And so many kids, including myself, have benefited from you. Coach Li Qiuping, you are my coach at Shanghai Sharks, and you led us, went to the first and probably only the championship we have so far before I went to NBA. You gave up so much and you sacrificed so much in that year, in those years, even at the time when you lost your wife in a battle of cancer. Thank you for that, for never giving us up. I want to thank the city of Shanghai Sharks and the CBA League that did everything they could to prepare me. They raised me, trained me, and helped me to get ready for the next challenge in my life. There's an old saying in China that if the mirror is made of bronze, one can dress properly. If the mirror is history, one can predict ups and downs. If the mirror is people, one can reflect on one's own weakness and strength. I would like to take a moment to mention a few mirrors in my life. First, I'd like to mention Mr. Mou Zuoyun. He was a legend, Chinese basketball legend, back in my home. And over 80 years ago, Mr. Mou Zuoyun came here into Springfield to study basketball. After that, he went back to China, dedicated his life for Chinese basketball. And today, the championship cup of CBA is named after him. That cup has become the life goal for every CBA player's dream of. I'm not the first Chinese man to play in the NBA. That honor belongs to Mr. Wang Zhizhi. He was a pioneer for all future Chinese players who dream of coming to the NBA. He cleared the road for us and made so many sacrifices. I learned so much from him. Although he cannot be here today, I want to thank him. Many people know the story that began when Rockets drafted me at 2002, but not many people know how much effort the Rockets put in before I arrived and throughout my career. Thank you to Les Alexander, Mike Gober, Kerry Dawson, Ted Brown, Darryl Morey, and Keith Jones for making me feel at home in Houston. When I arrived on my first day, Steve Francis gave me a strong high five and a huge hug to welcome me. Steve has been a perfect big brother to me ever since that day. Katina Mobley invited me to his home for something called soul food. But please excuse me for my beginning English back then that I heard sounds like salty food, which confused me a little bit. Thank you to Steve, Katino, and everyone on my early Rockets teams to make me feel so welcomed. Coach Rudy Tomjanovich is famous for saying, never underestimate the heart of a champion. Rudy has demonstrated this not only on the court, but off the court too, especially in his battle with cancer. Rudy, you have inspired me to be better than I can be. When Jeff Van Gundy arrived with Patrick Ewing and Tom Thibodeau, that coaching staff really turned us into a tough defense team like he always does. With T-Mac, Shane Battier, Rafa Austin, we become a talented young team, especially with Dikembe Mutombo. That team was not only competitive, but a team with a brotherhood. I always remember Coach Van Gundy saying once that the best chance it also could be your last chance. That is so true in basketball and in life. My last NBA coach was Rick Adelman. He helped us to develop so many talented players like Carl Landry, Louis Scola, and Aaron Brooks. We had a great run in 2008 and 2009 season, but unfortunately my injury cut things short and ended my time with Rockets too soon. I will always remember my time spent with Houston Rockets as some of the best time in my life. As a basketball player, I was one of the most blessed players on the planet. I played against some of the best athletes in the world. A great athlete not only has great teammates, but also great opponents. A great opponent push us forward. A great opponent like Shaquille O'Neal. Check. Every game we played remind me of the old saying that what doesn't kill you make you stronger. Thank you for that. I consider Houston my second home, so I want to say something to the people of Houston. You stood by me in the good and bad times. You give me strength to move forward. I will always consider you my family. I'm a Texan and the Houston Rockets for life. All of this world will not be possible without the vision of David Stern and the NBA. Thank you to David Stern and Adam Silver, Kim Mahoney, and everyone at the NBA for your kindness and support. Finally, to my team Yao, Eric, Bill Duffy, Bill Sanders, Billy Kissinger, Larry Zhang, and Lou Howe, we all look older and fatter than we first met. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to pay my respect to Dr. Naismith and to all those 361 previous members of the Hall of Fame, and to everyone who has contributed to the game of basketball all over the world in the last 125 years. All of these individuals and are stars, and together they have formed a legacy. Sorry for my English. I'm sorry. All of them are the stars in the sky too. Thank you. All of these individuals are stars, and together they form the galaxy in the universe of the basketball. The game has inspired billions of people around the world. As one of them, I will do my part to continue to grow the great game of the basketball, and we're all looking forward to see the stars of tomorrow emerge and shine. Thank you again for this great honor. Thank you.